Hi, this is Sherry. I'm coming at you from an incredible ancient eucalyptus grove. I'm in one big root system, one big tree that's sprawling out all over the place. And I was crawling around and trying to figure out the best place to go. And I came up by the scent because we're going to speak about the scent of the eucalyptus tree. It's been coming to me over and over and over. I love eucalyptus. I've been saying it for the longest time, how I wanted to get a eucalyptus tree, and I've been looking for eucalyptus branches to put in my shower because my mom put eucalyptus branches in our bathroom, and I always love the smell of it. And when I was up in the mountains, up in Boulder Creek, I went to a thrift store and I got my pith hat, which is now completely adorned with all of my animal messengers. And I found a big bouquet of all the different scented eucalyptus. And I said, I've been looking for this for months. You know, there's no trees around me like that I could reach. And so Randall's like, oh my God, you wanted that. And I said, yeah, and I got it. So now I've got it in the live. I've got it live and fresh. And this stuff smells amazing. Now, the reason that this has been coming to me, the eucalyptus, is because of the scent. It's used as an antiseptic. It's a healing agent. It's used, if you smell it, you put eucalyptus, it opens up your nasal passages so it clears away any congestion. So think about that. You can, in your healing practices, as far as your spiritual practices, whatever congestion in your life has come up, whatever blockages that you have, you can use the power of the eucalyptus. You can actually take the eucalyptus and use it in your medicine. Because I use I use nature in intentions as far as medicine and healing, as well as in practical use. So I've been, like I said, around when I came across a bunch of fresh growing mint in the field when we were up in Henry Cowell State Park. So I got it and I laid it on the back of my what is that? Not the dashboard, but in the back of the car, and in the sun because it's been so hot, and it all dried out, and I crumbled it in my water. Now I have mint water. So as far as the eucalyptus, you can use that in your bathroom, take the branches of it. It's really good to steam and heal. It's good for poultices. But as far as metaphysical, as far as the spiritual meaning of eucalyptus, think about it in the same analgesic kind of healing properties as far as any congestion that's in your life, any congestion that's in your head, any gunk that you want to clear out. You can use the eucalyptus, the power of the eucalyptus leaf, to remove that and get that sludge moving. Okay, so that's the first message. The second message is our animal totem. Oh my God, did it blow away? It literally blew off. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to put this down, my messages. I'm going to put them down here because I am not doing this without my animal messenger. So I just said to myself, if you want to go back for something, put something special there, leave something special, and you will definitely be sure to go back for it. Or that's another message. If there has been something special that, maybe you're something special. You are. Whatever's special, you're going to go back to. So think about that. What do you keep going back to? That's very special to you. All right, I got to slide down. So here we go. You know, they did that on purpose. They wanted to see how dexterous? I was. How capable. Maybe they wanted to see if I would bother or if it was that important. And you know what? It is that important to me. So there's another message. If something isn't that important to you, you're going to take the effort to go after it. Right? So there's another message. So what I'm going down to get is actually very much a part of this. I'm going to leave my shoes here. Not to mention, this is all about walking on the tree, and it's about getting grounded. This is so hysterical, but everything that is happening for a reason. There's my notes. I took notes because I wanted to not forget anything. But there's the message. If there's something that you want bad enough, there's something that's important enough to you, you're going to go after it. You're going to take the effort, and you're going to go after it. You're going to do whatever you need to do to get it, right? I did it. So I climbed down, I climbed back up, I'm in the middle of doing a reading, and I'm going to do this. And I did it with one hand. So while we're down here, let's take a look around. Pineal gland was what the pine cone is representing, okay? Let's take a look around. Maybe I was supposed to come down here and show you something. There it is. We're walking on the ground. Spirit says for me to walk on the ground, walk on the grass, walk on the earth, and get grounded. So maybe it's going to help me with my climbing right now. Also, I needed to take my shoes off. Also, you needed to look at this. Nobody's in here. Now, I told you I was going to a secret place. It was so much a secret that I didn't even know this was it. This isn't the secret place. This is the first stop. So, because I told you I had so many messages to do, I had so many cards, and I thought, okay, I've never had that many cards, but that's why, because we were supposed to do the first part here. So let's look here. You guys are all supposed to see this. Look how it all comes down. Isn't this just incredibly beautiful? And what's interesting is it comes out from, that's the mother, and it shoots out, it falls down. Here's my message for this. We're talking about we may be bent, but we're not broken. Well, this tree fell, and what it's doing was it's reaching for the light. Also, they reach to the light. So the big one was taking over. So this one is reaching out to the light, and it's sending out fingers. And what's interesting is it sends out fingers, and then it starts to grow into the ground. So you may fall over, but you can root yourself and continue to grow, just like this tree. This tree that is just incredible. Okay, so we're gonna climb. We're going back up. It looks like rhinoceros to me. It's hard. This is also really cool because I love climbing. How many times have I said to you guys I love to climb? So this is teaching me to remember how able I am. I'm doing this with one hand. I'm swinging myself up and down all over the place to get back to where I need to go. Ooh, little homes. Love that. Not to mention, it feels good walking on the trees. I wanted to go through there. I'm such a monkey that I thought about it, you know. I thought about putting my foot on this and then going over to that. And I could, but what if I slipped? I have to try and be a little bit more, just a little bit more careful. Okay, so we're going back up there. I went up there, Spirit said no, pointed down. I went up there. Let's go up here. Okay, I'm gonna go back because we do have a reading to do. I kind of like it smooth here. Oh, the reason I went over there because I thought maybe it would have a better window to the ocean. Oh, there's a better window to the ocean right there. But when I got to where I was a minute ago, it actually had a pretty good view right here. So I'm gonna go back up to the spot we were at. And yes, it was worth it. So, somebody said to me yesterday about the love of my life. Woo, I almost lost my wand. About the love of my life. And they said, true love's worth waiting for. True love is worth going after. I go after what I love. I go after what I want. But when it's out of my hands, now it's in somebody else's hands. So if it's something that they want, and it's important enough to them, and it's special enough for them, they'll go after it. I've done my job. Okay, so here we are. We're coming to go back. I've got, ooh, I even have a backrest. Ooh. Okay, so the messenger that we have, where did I tuck it? I stuck my deck. I wonder what animal that was. I stuck my deck in my back. Now I gotta figure out which pocket I shoved in the reading. Oh God, where did I put it? Okay, it wasn't that long ago. I don't have that bad of a memory. Did I drop it when I went climbing again? That would be too hysterical. Come on, Sherry, where did you put it? I'm gonna put you guys down for a second. Look up at that while I figure out where I stuck everything. I shoved it in a pocket, but my pockets aren't very deep. So it might have fallen out. And if it is, I'm wasting all of my battery doing this. This is ridiculous, Spirit. What do you want me to find? What do you want me to know? I'm going to stand up. Hold on a second. You guys look up there. I'm stripping as we stand here. All right, where did you put it, Sherry? There we go. I got it. I shoved it so far down into my... I didn't put it in my pocket because I knew my pocket was going to be too shallow. So I stuffed it down inside my shorts. It went so far down I lost it. Okay. And then I took my jacket off because it's too damn hot now. Okay. Here we go. So our messenger And there was a reason I chose this. Here's our view. I'm talking about the animal messengers that I have on my hat, right? So our messenger, I said, was the seagull. Now, I took notes because it's important. So I'm going to have you guys look around. So, what the seagull has a couple personal messages, like specific personal messages for us. And the first one is, make the most of what you have and let go of everything else. So what is it that's cluttering things up? Could you use the power of the eucalyptus to decongest and figure out what in your life needs to be removed, what needs to be released? My tree is like bouncing. It's like bouncing. Like it wants to go somewhere. I'm telling you, these branches are very brittle. The eucalyptus branches are very brittle. Doesn't it look like I'm on safari? Look at this. I'm sitting in giant eucalyptus groves with my pith hat covered in animal feathers. Oh God. Okay. So make the most of what you have and let the rest go. It also is telling you it's time to vocalize your thoughts or your words or your intentions. It's time to speak up. And they say in capital letters, speak up. Think of a seagull. They allow their presence to be known. They let their words be known, their wishes be known. They aren't shy. Speak up. We've been getting this for quite a while from Spirit, haven't we? That we're supposed to speak up about something and people are not speaking up. I don't know what it is that the issue is that we're not speaking up. They're also saying, they're telling you to use life before it uses you. So use life before it uses you. Are you the action in your life or are you the reaction in your life? Make your life action. Be the one that makes stuff happen for yourself because we create our life. We are the co-creators with the divine. So are you the reaction? Are you sitting there waiting for stuff to happen to you? Are you what happens when everybody else does what they're going to do? Are you the afterthought or are you the one that's out there making stuff happen? Are you the one who's climbing your own tree? Are you the one who's going after what you want? Or are you allowing somebody else to grab it? So that's the message. It's time to look at things from a different perspective, to take a moment. They want you to step back from everything, all the drama, everything that's going on in your life. You know what? I think I chose this place also because it's so private. It says Jake on that there. J-C. That's interesting on that tree, literally. Can you see it? J-C. I'll take a picture of it afterwards. Interesting. That's a message to me. It's private here. My battery's low. Wow, that stinks. Okay. What else? It's saying the solution is lying in changing your attitude towards the problem at hand. They want you to soar above the drama, look through your own emotional boundaries, because the boundaries that you've come up against are yourself. You're your own blocks, nobody else. Look through your own boundaries and find creative ways to move forward. There's a clue. They're telling you in using long hidden resources that you already have. There's your clue. Alternatively, the seagull reminds you everything has a purpose and there are currently many things in your life that need to be redefined and reassigned. So sift through the clutter and let go of what you can no longer use. Use the eucalyptus to help you decongest in your life, in some area, in whatever, maybe many areas of your life. There's always opportunity, and it can be found most likely in the most unlikely places is when opportunity usually comes knocking. Things might seem a little bit barren or unproductive for you right now, but even the most unlikely places can bring opportunities for new adventures, for new resources. You need to realize, as I said to my friend Caitlin a little while ago, you're in the right place at the right time. You are where you're meant to be at this moment. Right now, in this place, in this time, for a reason. They want you to remain optimistic and know that the reason will be revealed. They want you to trust your instincts and let them follow you, or let them guide you. Follow the clues, follow the feathers, follow whatever spirit drops for you. That's what's happening with me in this message, in this trip for me. They're telling you, as a seagull, if that's one of your animal totems, you know an opportunity when you see it and you follow through. You've got a knack of turning unlikely things to your advantage. You're very productive and creative and using limited resources to their full advantage. I'm very good at doing that. Learned that from my grandma, came through the Great Depression. You love to be in large crowds. You got no trouble defining your space in like a communal situation. You're fearless. You'll often look others in the eye and challenge them to try and find a better way. Try and find a better positive solution. And others will recognize this. They'll recognize your constant ingenuity in your ability and your willingness to challenge your comfort zone, to always kind of go the extra mile. Others will see this in you. That's the seagull coming through. You have a healthy respect of others. You respect other people, but other people must earn your respect. They must earn yours. So I respect you, I respect your space, but to get my respect, you have to earn it. Okay, so now what I wanted to show you about my hat. I've spoken about it briefly, but I'm going to bring it up again. Good thing I just checked because my feather's about to fall out. I've got a vulture feather, death, rebirth, transformation. That is interesting. It was above, a moment ago I had it below the peacock, but now it's rising above. Ah, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, then we've got the peacock, which is the high spiritual symbol. Then we've got the seagull, which is who we just spoke about. And the seagull is always going with spirit, right? It's like also saying, allow things to come to you, go with the flow of life, be in the now, be in the moment. The raven, the crow, is what's coming next. And then the eucalyptus for healing. This is all on my hat, all bound together because all of them work together in unison and they're all very important, specifically on my path, but no doubt for your guys' path as well, because otherwise it wouldn't have come up. Okay, so our cards, we got to do this quickly because my battery's dying. I can't believe that. I hope that I can do both readings. Okay, the first message, we may have to just do the cards quickly. We're seeing the King of Autumn, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Here is this man. He is the king. He's come to a place of prosperity. Autumn, so maybe around the month of September, October, something major is going to happen. They show him with his loyal dog. The German Shepherd is protective, as well as loyal, faithful. This is best friend, loyalty, love, unconditional love, protectiveness. That's the German Shepherd. Talking about being assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything is going your way. This is a good person. This is a good man, this King of Autumn. And they're speaking about, if it's speaking about a specific situation, it's talking about that this would be a good company to work for. If this King of Autumn is somebody that comes up in regards to business, this would be a good place for you to be for your work. Okay, so I want to see if there's anything else specifically. Take a look around. Let's hope I don't lose my cards. He's an odd one. He's got the Midas touch, definitely. That's the entrepreneurial skills that he's got. He's got the ability to turn money. It reminds me of my dad. My dad has that ability. Anything he touches turns to gold, the Midas touch. So business, entrepreneurial guy, this is a great guy to have around in the business world. He's out to save the earth. So he's a humanitarian as well as an environmentalist. He can manage hundreds of people at once and still take out the recycling. This guy has got it all going on. I like this guy a lot. He's charming. And he will help anyone who asks. If you hurt an animal, he will be on your ass. So this is a Robin Hood. This is the Robin Hood character that I love. You don't want to be on his bad side when you don't want to be there anywhere around you if you hurt an animal. This man is very connected to nature. So I love this man. This king, he loves the finer things in life. So he works very, very hard. He probably is a workaholic, which is not a good thing. Where is your wife? You ask him. Oh, she's at home. Where is your husband? He's at the office. Okay, so it's time to get balanced here. The grapes that are hanging right here above him, they symbolize his wealth. They symbolize his success. Abundance. You know, he's created it. So this is his abundance that is all around him. And the fact that the German Shepherd, as far as safety and protection, means that he has the ability to safeguard what is his and his prosperity. He's going to be able to keep this going. Let me look at his face up close. He has blue eyes and dark hair. And he's got the wings of a butterfly. Full transformation. This man has worked to get himself to his place, and he is a good one to have. Generous and compassionate. Natural business scent. It's also talking to you about fighting for what's right. Talks about, as far as your career, things are going your way at this time. Talks about somebody who could be nearing like a retirement. So retiring from some type of, maybe something that has been his business all along, and now he's getting ready to leave that and do something different. So that's that message. Second message. Please, please, please allow my battery to last. So the Prince of Winter, interesting. So that one comes just a little younger. So we may have had this out of order. No, we'll just say maybe it's the next level. Intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. Okay, so stuff is going fast. We're in the snow, which is frozen emotion. This little fairy is riding this polar bear down. This looks more like a white weasel to me. which to me it represents the weasel. So the weasel has been in hiding. He's also been camouflaged because he's white. So he's being pushed by the fairy to come out, and they're going fast down the hill. So sudden and unexpected changes are happening right now, and this is the Prince of Winter. So first we had the King of Autumn, and the Prince of Winter comes. So he's come out of a winter time period, is what I'm getting from that. Right? So a time period where things have been slow. Maybe you've been in what is that? Hibernation mode, right? So what it says, he's moving like the flash of light. So when the Prince of Winter shows up, you know you're in for some quick action. He's got a mind that moves very quickly, as fast as his sled. He can instantly assess any situation, which allows him to get to work. When he's on a mission, you might as well stand back and let him take charge, because he's going to, whether you want him to or not. He's got ideals. He's idealistic, decisive, focused, determined. He can be a little bit impulsive and a little bit undiplomatic. I know this person. I resonate with this. So if the prince enters your arena, see if you can't get him to slow down for just a moment to reflect, to make sure his plan is really sound. So that fairy is moving very quickly, right, through the snowy forest, loving the thrill of the ride. But is the fairy watching where it's going? So pay attention. Don't let the things get out of control, right? So it talks about believing strongly in your mission, fighting for justice, sudden and unexpected changes, intellectual solutions to problems, which the the King of Autumn also spoke about intellectual solutions. Okay, the next message. Woo, the lovers. So here we see the lovers. True love that is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart. Okay, so the lovers also talks about a fork in the road. Now, it first does come about speaking about the lovers. As you can see that these two, this is magical, you know, and we all deserve love, right? We were talking about that. You know, are you willing to wait for the best? I won't ever settle again in my life. I want the best. I deserve the best. So they're saying you deserve the best. You deserve long-lasting magical love. And the romance is deeply felt in this relationship. These ones are friends. It indicates that you're about to enter into a significant relationship. And if you're already in one, then this card signifies that positive changes are on the way or in full transformation. See what the butterfly message is with the back. They both have butterfly wings. This is the kind of the romance. This is a past life connection. This is soulmates. This is twin souls. This is sacred sexual union. This is amazing. This message that comes forward. It also, as I said, talks about a fork in the road. So the need to make an important decision, whether it's related to a relationship issue or not. It's going to have a great emotional impact on you. So it's not an intellectual choice because of it being about from the lovers. It's a choice that needs to be made from your heart. So you may not know exactly what to do. You're going to feel the right actions to take. So that's what's going on here. It talks about engagement, marriage, true love. It talks about opposites attracting. You see him dressed in black and she's in white. So the yin and the yang again, which is speaking about what I was showing in as I was saying, the peacock and the seagull. The peacock with the white feathers and the seagull with the dark feather. The two coming together. It talks about seeking emotional support from others and a return to excellent health. So very, very positive message. Then we get the Prince of Summer. We're getting a lot of princes and kings. Now, romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. You see this little guy flying by on a wish. One of those wishes, right? So it's talking about falling in love suddenly. It talks about being swept off of your feet. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional time. So that's why Spirit had me walking. The battery's dying, oh wow. Spirit had me walking on the ground to get grounded. So what are they saying? Let's do this quickly, Sherry. Let's look around. I don't want to lose my battery. So this charmer, he's a prince and romantic, in love with the idea of love. He's refined, artistic, introspective, dreamy, a little bit melodramatic, a flirt. Will send poetry while looking deeply into your eyes. His focus is on you and on you alone until it's on someone else. So this guy is flighty. So be careful. There's two. There's the King of Autumn, and then there's this flirtatious one. So be careful. One is real, one is not, is what we're telling me. So this is a Prince of Summer. He'll be there for a while, and you'll be happy for a time. You might be happy forever, but he's got a wandering eye. And he likes to spread his happiness around. So I don't like that idea. I'm not into sharing myself. Some of you like a flirtatious guy. I don't. This guy is riding a magical dandelion and indicates that he can make wishes come true. but his heart is made of glass. So his heart being made of glass, it can break and shatter and be done. So be handled with care. So there's the choice in the road, right? The fork in the road. You come to two different choices here. You've got one that can make you happy for a time, that can love you for a time, or you've got a king that's going to be solid. He's going to be there and he's successful and he's around. Who are you going to go for? I already know who I would go for. Talks about falling in love, talks about staying grounded during an emotional experience. It talks about a trusted keeper of secrets. So it could be the same person. Maybe this one has to grow up and become this one. Maybe this one has the ability to be the king. But don't come knocking on my door if you haven't reached the king status, because I don't want anybody who's interested in everyone else. I want one person who's interested in me alone. I don't share. And there, as I said, that is my blue jay. Wow. So the man of the forest, there's the blue jay. He came up right when I said that. That is not a coincidence. Spirit knows exactly what it's doing. So then the last card, 6 of summer. Isn't that interesting? So now we're back to summertime. Children or childhood. The return of people or romances from your past. So somebody coming back from the past, which is what we were speaking about. It talks about remembering events differently than they were. Don't remember things in a worse or better light. Do them realistically. So look through the eyes of a child. Climb a tree. Take on the childlike experience, a childlike way of looking at life. Again, memories and people from your past re-emerging into your life. And they bring enchanting surprises with them. That is my blue jay. He's coming back into my life. That's what I believe. It talks about going back to times in your life that are similar to what you're facing at this time, and think about how you handled those events then, and how you can apply what you learned from those experiences to now. Because this is a redo. You get a redo when this one comes back into your life. You see these 2 young ones. They're sharing happy memories from years gone by, or maybe just moments that have just happened. So again, children or childhood. Pining for the past, the rekindling of an old romance and friendship, events that will bring back memories, childlike innocence, becoming best friends. If you haven't already, you will be. Wow, sorry, that just hit me. You are best friends. And then we've got the king of summer. I'm sorry, he did come forward, honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted, a romantic partner that you can trust. Excellent advice coming from the heart. So he's grown up. We had the flirtatious one, but now we've got the king. The king of autumn has now become the king of summer. He's business. He's all business last year, but this year, he's love. That's who's coming forward now, the king of summer. And that's where we're at. People showing up. So you completely can trust this one in the matters of the heart. He's compassionate. He will listen to your fears, hopes, and dreams. He'll provide astonishing insights that prove invaluable. He leads a very rich inner life, not just a physical outer life. Whereas that man, the king of autumn, he had finer things, beautiful things, but this one has a rich inner life. That's most important, isn't it? He pursues spirituality. He's a humanitarian. He's honorable and chivalrous. He shows high integrity in relationships. He might come off as a little intense. He's been through a lot. He's been through a lot in his life. So he might come off as a little intense. And his desire to protect you is very, very strong. He's a fierce protector of his family and friends. And it will benefit you to speak kindly of others in his presence, which I like him. His intentions are honorable. His feelings are genuine. He's an excellent spouse or parent. He's a peacemaker. Talks about finding compromises between opposing interests, getting involved. So to me, I believe that all of these men are the same man. I believe the prince was a flirt, riding high. I believe he collected a lot of wealthy things, and he's very good in his business world. But I believe he's been through a lot. The Prince of Winter went through a cold time, and now he's become a king of summer. He's learned. I believe they're all the same person, and he is the one that's returning. That's your reading for right now. I'm going to let you guys go. And the blue jay came. He's the one from the forest. I lost my blue jay feather, and maybe he's going to bring me a new one. I hope that was wonderful for you guys. It was for me. I'm very afraid. I'm rushing now because I'm afraid I'm going to lose my battery. If you'd like to follow me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+. My website is www.angelswhisper.com. I'm on YouTube where these videos go. If you'd like to subscribe, they'll give you a notification when they come up. If you'd like any help with dream analysis, private readings, I'm a long-distance Reiki healer. I'd be happy to help. I'm a life coach as well. Sherry Columbus at Yahoo is my website. So This is an excellent time to get readings from me right now. I am literally on fire, and I've got totems coming like crazy, so this is the time. I hope you guys are having a great, wonderful day, and I'm going to charge my battery and try and get to the other place and do the other part of the reading. Talk to you soon. Peace, love, and light.